I do believe that that society treats women better.
Mm-hmm.
All of the issues that we hear in the media, things like domestic violence,
Mm-hmm.
women's health care, mental health, um, divorce, and even cheating spouses or whatever. All of the sympathy, well, at least the majority of it, is onto women. We always hear women's stories, and if there is a story about a man, it's usually shoved to the side. It's definitely a women's world
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay. Yeah, well, I agree that women tend to have it easier. Also, they say like men face more time in jail for the same crime. And I think this is a big one
Yes,
that
I've heard
shows,
that too.
yeah, this shows that women are given more sympathy.
Well, a good example of that is infanticide. So, a woman might murder her baby
Mm-hmm.
and she'll get a certain jail time, but and generally when a woman does murder her baby, a lot of people are like, oh, she must have been so desperate, the poor
Right,
thing.
right.
And if a man murders his baby or child, whatever, then everyone's like, what a monster.
Yeah.
Throw away the key, essentially.
Yeah, there are many double standards like this. And
Absolutely.
yeah, women somehow get more sympathy. We also saw, I don't know if you saw the film Baby Reindeer.
I did, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I do have complete sympathy for Fiona. It's not Fiona, for Martha. I have sympathy for the character and stuff, so I understand because she's crazy. But you always also wondered, do we have more sympathy for her because she's a woman?
Well, I absolutely think so. If the roles in that situation were totally reversed, it would be a much scarier film, and it would be portrayed in a much scarier way.
I suppose that's because we see men. Yeah, sorry. I suppose that's because we see men as strong and women as weak or something. Yeah. So so there is this aspect of we have more sympathy for women. Yeah, and this is probably quite well embedded in us to see men as strong and women as weak, and yeah.
Well, that's a good point, because with Martha, you mentioned she is crazy, which she clearly is. Normal people don't do that, but we would view her as crazy, whereas with a man, I think we would view as violent and scary. Even Martha, though she
attacks
nuts, I'm not sure she's capable of murder.
Right. In the film, she attacked the girlfriend, so she did do some things that were violent. Of course, she also sexually assaulted him, but we don't for us it's just she's crazy, and I really feel bad for her, and I hope she gets a social worker soon to actually help her. And that's just the normal reaction. But if a guy does it, it would be like, that's scary.
Yes. It would be a horror movie as opposed to just a very unsettling show.
So humans have this bias.